Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Curtis Fields from the Fields. Before I get into this, I really just want to make sure that I say thank you to everybody out there demonstrating across the world, all around the world, making sure that people understand that my life matters too. All of the people protesting, and whoever you are, wherever you are, you know who you are. Thank you for making sure that people understand that my life matters as well. Um, So I guess that brings me to what we're doing here is our deep dive for our newest single, "Be Like That," featuring Lion Babe. Um, the song kind of just came about because me and Phil were trying to figure out a way to more give our sound a more coherent feel of what we were trying to get across, like just so people could relate to it a little bit differently. And this particular session, all of our sessions always start off with me just saying, "Yo, Phil, how you feel?" Which is kind of how we got our name. But this is a whole different story. Either way, this particular session, Phil was playing beats for me, and he always names all of the beats. So this time he was playing beats, and he was going through it, and he kind of played the beat for "Be Like That." It seems like out of error or like by accident, because he didn't seem too happy about the fact that it was being played. But I was like, "Yo, go back. That was kind of dope." That was like, I really wanted to hear what it was doing because I really liked the feel of the song. And this particular song, he'd already put the hook to it, which was something different. He never did the hooks for us. And so that's Phil, y'all here singing on the hook or whatever. But he played it for me, and I thought it was dope. I was like, "Yo, let's run with this. We gotta do something with this. It's a crazy feel." And got to write into it, and I put together like a really long verse because it just felt like there was so much emotion to mine out of like just that sentiment of I don't want to be like that, especially with the whole idea of the song just being like you're in a relationship with any other person, any kind of interpersonal relationship, and it just happens to be such the case that whenever humans get into relationships like that, it's easy for you to be frustrated with the person who you feel like knows you the most, or to feel like the person who should understand you the best gets under your skin really easily. And so I put together this really long verse about all of those emotions and kind of tried to encompass that whole feeling, but it still felt like something was missing. And realized that it was that there was two sides to the conversation. So we wanted to make sure that we found someone who could give us a different feel for that same conversation, and kind of not a rebuttal but a response. And we had just been featured on this mixtape with Kitty Cash. Shouts out Kitty Cash, by the way. Um, with She actually had Lion Babe on the mixtape as well, and that was my introduction to hearing their music for the first time. And I thought they were dope, so I was like, "Yo, why don't we see if they could do something with it?" And we reached out, and Jill really liked the song, and so she kind of sent us back like a verse real quick, and that was dope. So long story short, we actually had a show in New York about, I want to say, a month or so later. So we wound up linking up with them after the show and got into the studio and put some finishing touches on it. And as we were getting it together, I kind of revisited my verse because I felt like it was more like a monologue than a conversation. And that was the overarching idea of the song, was that it was supposed to be more like a conversation between two people who love each other and wanted to understand and make the other person understand that they don't want to be like that. So I revisited my verse and rewrote it, and we went ahead and put the finishing bells and whistles and finishing touches on it, and I loved it. Everybody thought it was dope, so we went ahead and was like, "Yo, let's run with it." And yeah, so that's what you guys are hearing, is the collaboration between us and Lion Babe, trying to get people to understand that like the most important thing in a relationship isn't the minor bumps or like the speed bumps that you feel like you hit when you're in any kind of interpersonal relationship. It's more so important to make that person understand that even though in this moment I might feel frustrated, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be that person who doesn't appreciate what we have going or doesn't appreciate who you are because I'm frustrated about some minor thing that I really shouldn't be all in my feelings about. And we just wanted to make sure that everybody understood that that's not just you going through it. It's basically everybody who's in any kind of relationship with any other person. It's really easy to feel like that person doesn't understand where you're coming from, or that person doesn't get you in the moment, doesn't see you for who you are right then. But that's not true. You know what I mean? Like, they actually are the person who you love, so they see you more so than anybody else. And I guess that's what we were really trying to get across with this track. Um, so yeah, that's it. Song's out now on Tidal. Y'all listen to it. I hope you like it, and I hope you understand it a little bit better from listening to our deep dive. Shouts out Kitty Cash again. Shouts out to Lion Babe. And yeah, thanks.